It was not until 1958 when the population of Hiroshima reached 410,000, finally exceeding what it was before the war. Today, the city is home to 1-2 million people. Lying at the western edge of the Japanese island of Kyushu as the country's closest port to China, Nagasaki translates as Long Gape. It is estimated that about 10% of victims of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings were Koreans. Most of them were forced laborers making guns and ammunition for the Japanese military. Today, both cities still have large Korean communities. Contrary to popular belief, no differences in health or mutations rates have been detected among children of Hiroshima and Nagasaki survivors. Ruin of an original building known as the Hiroshima Prefectural Commercial Exhibition in the center of Hiroshima. The A-bomb dome, currently a part of the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, was registered on the World Heritage List in 1996. Survivors of the bombings and their children have been severely discriminated against, mainly due to public ignorance about the consequences of radiation sickness. It has been very hard for many hibakushas to get married or find a job, as most of the public believes radiation sickness is hereditary or even contagious. Many survivors of the Fukushima disaster have been facing the same kind of discrimination. For decades following the bombings, it was not unusual for parents to hire private detectives to find out if prospective in-laws were hibakushas. The blasts of the bombings were so strong that eerie shadows of incinerated humans were left imprinted on steps, pavements, and walls. The haunting impressions were caused by the heat of the explosion, which changed the color of surfaces, hence the outline of bodies and objects that absorbed some of the blast. Some of these shadows can be still seen at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. The iconic Japanese giant monster, Godzilla, was originally conceived as a metaphor for the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Unlike the horrific tolls in mostly flat Hiroshima, the extent of death and destruction in Nagasaki greatly depended on the locations in which people lived. Those who were protected by the Koba mountain escaped some of the harm.